Guerrilla warfare. A strategy of survival and resistance. Guerrilla warfare is a form of irregular combat in which small groups of fighters use hit-and-run tactics, ambushes, sabotage, and mobility to fight against larger, more traditional military forces. The term guerrilla comes from the Spanish word guerra, meaning war, and was first used during the Peninsular War, and Spanish fighters resisted Napoleon's army using unconventional tactics. Since then, guerrilla warfare has played a significant role in many conflicts around the world. These groups may be national liberation movements, political rebels, or resistance fighters in occupied territories. They rely on speed, stealth, and local knowledge of terrain to gain an advantage. Origins and characteristics. Unlike regular armies, guerrilla fighters often lack formal uniforms, operate without fixed bases, and blend into civilian populations. In the American Revolutionary War, colonial militias sometimes used guerrilla methods to harass British forces. Instead, they focus on small-scale attacks on patrols, supply lines, and outposts. They strike quickly and withdraw before a counterattack can be launched. By spreading messages of resistance or national pride, guerrilla groups can encourage more people to join their cause or resist cooperating with enemy forces. Sabotage is also a common tactic, destroying bridges, communication lines, or transport routes to disrupt the enemy's operations. During the Vietnam War, the Viet Cong used extensive guerrilla tactics against US and South Vietnamese troops, employing underground tunnels, traps, and ambushes. Some guerrilla groups have committed acts of violence against civilians or used child soldiers, leading to accusations of terrorism or war crimes. In an attempt to crush resistance, these actions can backfire and drive more people to support the guerrillas. Winning the support of the people is critical. When guerrilla fighters are respected and supported by local communities, they become harder for enemy forces to defeat. This allows them to strike suddenly and disappear before the enemy can respond. Whether viewed as freedom fighters or insurgents, guerrillas have shown that small groups with determination and local support can have a significant impact on global conflicts. Their strength lies not in numbers or equipment, but in surprise, mobility, and the support of local populations. Insurgent groups in Africa, the Middle East, and South America often use guerrilla tactics to challenge governments or foreign powers. It reflects the determination of smaller forces to fight for their goals, using creativity, speed, and local knowledge. Though controversial and often harsh, guerrilla warfare has played a key role in shaping the political history of many nations and continues to be a vital force in conflicts around the world. While modern technology such as drones, satellites, and surveillance has made guerrilla operations more difficult, guerrilla warfare remains a powerful method for weaker forces to resist domination. Guerrilla fighters may suffer from a lack of resources, poor training, and harsh living conditions. They are often hunted relentlessly by regular armies and must constantly move to avoid capture. Guerrilla warfare is commonly used by weaker or outnumbered groups fighting against larger, better-equipped enemies. Historical examples. Throughout history, guerrilla tactics have been used effectively in many regions. Fidel Castro and Che Guevara led a small band of guerrilla fighters in the 1950s to overthrow the government of Fulgencio Batista. They operated from the mountains, won the support of the rural population, and eventually took control of the country. Similarly, in Afghanistan, guerrilla fighters known as the Mujahideen resisted the Soviet invasion in the 1980s using terrain advantage and widespread local support. Strategies and tactics. Guerrilla fighters usually avoid direct confrontation with enemy forces. Because guerrillas often live among civilians, they depend on the local population for food, shelter, and information. Propaganda and psychological tactics are also part of guerrilla warfare. Challenges and controversies. Although guerrilla warfare can be effective, it also presents many challenges. There are also ethical and legal controversies, because guerrilla fighters often blend in with civilians. Innocent people may be caught in the crossfire or mistaken for combatants. On the other hand, governments fighting guerrilla movements may also resort to brutal tactics, such as mass arrests, torture, or attacks on villages. Modern use and impact. In the modern era, guerrilla warfare continues to shape conflicts. In some cases, guerrilla movements have evolved into political parties or national governments. In others, they have led to long-term instability. Conclusion. Guerrilla warfare is a unique and enduring form of combat that challenges traditional military strategies.